Hello, gossipers. Sharona here. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. So, we're going to talk Rumer Willis. Now, Rumer Willis, I think she is the oldest of the Willis's kids, right? Bruce Willis and Demi Moore. I know they have three girls together, and he also, after separating or divorced from Demi Moore, he did go on to get married again and have two more girls. And as you know, Bruce Willis is battling frontopial dementia. Yeah, that's what they call it, frontopial dementia. One of those, the same thing that Wendy has. And for his, it looks like it's more severe than what Wendy Williams is going through. And we haven't heard anything on Wendy Williams, right? I remember her attorney, he made a claim that she would have been out of her conservatorship at the end of the year, 2025. And here we are 6 months later, and we haven't heard anything. The last I heard of Wendy is when her father died, rest in peace to him. But as far as her getting out of the facility that she's in, we haven't heard anything, even though it was promised she would have been out by 2025, allegedly, the end of 2025. Anyway, so rumor, apparently her boyfriend or her ex, right, her baby daddy, his name is Derek Richard Thomas. He has been an abusive boyfriend, controlling boyfriend. And, Demi Moore, of course, she's going to come in and, step in and protect her daughter, or, be on her daughter's side. And now he's responding, letting people know he's not aggressive. He's not this person that Rumor and Demi's trying to paint as this bad person. So we're going to read this article from TMZ, and he's responding saying that he's not aggressive, right? So we're going to go into the read, and then we'll get updated on what Demi had to say, and then, this is his response. So it says, Rumor Willis's ex, I'm not aggressive. Demi, Rumor exploits our child. So he's saying Rumor is using their child. Rumor Willis's ex and baby daddy is firing back against Demi Moore's claims he's aggressive amid his and Rumor's ongoing custody battle over their 3-year-old daughter, Luetta. And the thing I don't get, it's a surprise that at one time these people were in love, and this is the love of my life, and I can't do without this person, and we're gonna get married and start a family, and then all of a sudden it just goes west, right? And the thing with some of these relationships, it's why stay, right? I've said that before. If you're in a domestic situation, why stay? If you're not happy with the person, why stay? You know what I'm saying? I can't remember what I was watching, but it had something to do with a domestic incident, and she left, right? She packed, she left, only for him to still find her and take her out. So no matter how much a restraining order, this or that, yes, some women, they will leave, but unfortunately, they leave what they are running away from did not save them when they ran away from it, because that man was still able to go out and take the life, right? If you know what I'm saying. So, for each person, it's a different situation, circumstance. For us, it's easy to say to get out, but then we don't know why those ladies are staying. And it's not always just to stay because of love. No, sometimes you have nowhere to go. If you do leave, he's not going to leave you alone. Like, that's what I'm saying, restraining order or not. If they are willing to get to you, they will get to you, restraining order or not. And then, they'll threaten your kids or family if so it's a lot. When a woman is able to leave a abusive relationship, And I know men go through it too, but we mostly hear about women, and they are able to leave it successfully. You know, hats off to them for making it work, or whatever the situation was, they were able to leave without the fear of this person coming back for them, if you get what I'm saying. So we're going to go into the article, continue reading, sorry. So this is why he said what he said, that he's not aggressive. So as TMZ has previously reported, the Substance star, which is Demi Moore, claimed in court docs that Derek Richard Thomas appears to want to dictate and control Rumer's environment, and has absolutely no respect, care, concern, compassion, or support toward anyone, especially Rumer and the baby. But in new legal docs, he says he's never behaved aggressively or inappropriately, and claims Rumer has launched a coordinated media attack across dozens of outlets against him. He even flips the script and claims Rumer is the one exploiting their child in sponsored content that has adult sexual humor, to which he says he's never consented. Okay, so he's saying that basically the child is in situation that's for grown up, right? A child should not be in that situation, and she didn't reach out to say, look, I'm going to do this, sponsorship with our child. He goes on to say he's an absolutely present father who has FaceTime Louetta every day for over a year, and has made several attempts to see her in person, though he claims those attempts are thawed by Rumer and her ever-changing conditions to their visits. Oh, yo, so she doesn't want, she's making it hard. And, Rumer, she's from A-listers. Demi Moore, Bruce Willis. And, sometimes, being a celebrity offers you these advantages, right? And I don't know much about him as far as money goes, but he should be able to take her to court to get, visits for his daughter. Because if he's paying child support, then he needs to see his kid, not only FaceTime. So let's continue. It says Derek even alleges Rumer moved Louetta to Idaho under the ruse it would be temporary to escape the toxic air quality after the Los Angeles wildfires in January 2025, but then tried to establish residency there. The list goes on. Derek calls baloney on all of Rumer's and Demi's claims, including that he's on DRUGS and doesn't financially support Louetta. He tells the court he's happy to pay reasonable child support out of his $2,300 average monthly income. He makes $2,300 every month? Okay. With all that being said, remember I said you gotta have money to get stuff done, and maybe that's why she's able to get away and move out of state and everything like that, because it costs money to get lawyers to represent you in that way. And if there's no physical evidence of child abuse or manipulation, stuff like that, it shouldn't be hard for him to get time to see his daughter. But she's in Idaho, he's in California. How did she leave without his permission? Or what he said, she said for a little while, right? Because of I guess the air quality with the fires. But still, that happened in January of 2025 when she left. I mean, that's a year and a half ago, right? So let's just finish up the article. It says, with all that being said, Derek says he'd like the court to adopt, a proposed interim parenting plan to map out visitation on specific dates, holidays, and overnights. I don't think he's going to get overnights, and she might want supervised. Plus, exchange protocol and communication rules that will stabilize what has been an otherwise chaotic and unreasonable situation for Luetta. TMZ has reached out to Rumer for comment. So far, no word back. She and Derek split in 2024, a year after their daughter's birth. So, gossipers, what are your thoughts? We don't know these people. And it seems like she just got with an average person, right? And when I say that, not throwing down, 9 to 5 people. I'm just saying because again, she's from Hollywood royalty. Let's put it that way. And for him, because they have to take what child support, and he only makes 2,300 a month. That's nothing. You have rent and mortgages. That's probably double or I don't know. He doesn't have anything. So that's what I'm saying, because she has the money, even if her herself doesn't have it. The support of her parents, yeah, she can say, do, get away with more, right? They'll see that she's more financially stable to take care of the child full time. But I don't think he's gonna get sleepovers, like I said, and I don't think he's just gonna get to visit a child. I think she's gonna put supervised visit and things like that. But yes, that's what's going on with the Willises, or Rumer Willis, I should say, and her boyfriend, her baby daddy. Anyways, gossipers, what are your thoughts? Do you think this is all financial? This is all about money? He can't fight without money, right? The proper way. Dealing with these, celebrities with money. Anyways, gossipers, tell me your thoughts.